All right, so I don't know spectrum. So that we have a spread spectrum. And previously we have the code. So we have the direct sequence spread spectrum. But based on the previous concept, we just take the feature of spread spectrum. So how to implement spread spectrum? By using direct sequence only? No, we still can have an alternative. The current alternative says, oh, okay, we can have a frequency hopping. So we can have the possible time step to have the frequency band we use. And here, based on different time, but we just want to have a structure. Something like we can push all the current different blocks through the horizontal one. And so that something like, oh, okay, we can distribute different spectrum to the different time. And so that if we want to check spectrum, something like we span from subband 1 to subband 2 to the other subband. So checking maybe the observation window here, maybe observation window wider. Something like, okay, we still can observe wider spectrum. So we use this way to have the implementation. Still, we can have the implementation of spectrum. So do you agree with this? Right? So sure, we agree with this. So finally, we can apply frequency hopping to have the implementation of spread spectrum. So it says, okay, how to implement? Something like, okay, we have many subband, and all the subband, something like we have the integrated one to have the wide band. And finally, we recover. So we have the original one. So someone like, oh, okay, the original frequency band. And right now we have a frequency hopping. Frequency hopping actually we try to have maybe the limitation so that we can have a magnitude a bit smaller. And finally we recover. If so, then we can have the similar implementation like the direct sequence. But for you, you feel, okay, should we have a low magnitude? Actually, normally maybe no. But we can have some operation so that we can shift the magnitude to a bit low level. And this one compared to this a bit high level. So we can have the similar implementation like direct sequence spread spectrum. So we just want to do so. So we gotta have the magnitude for the empty here, for the spectrum here a bit smaller, and this one larger. And so that yes, we can have the hopping pattern to have the wider band. And once we have the wider band, if you tune to the same time step, of course, you can recover. So it doesn't matter. Actually, we can get it back. So about the magnitude larger or smaller, it doesn't matter. But we try to have the similar one, so we try to let it feel, okay, a bit smaller, and this one larger. So you will feel this one, something like we implement the direct sequence spread spectrum. So this one is alternative to have the spread spectrum, and this kind of spread spectrum is called the frequency hopping spread spectrum. So that's all. All right, so today we already have the concept of CDMA. To have the concept of CDMA, we can have the original concept spread spectrum. But this time, we reverse it. We already know CDMA first, and then we talk about the spread spectrum. And talk about spread spectrum, we borrow the same concept from CDMA. So for spread spectrum, actually, it's called the direct sequence. But how to implement spread spectrum? It doesn't mean we should rely on direct sequence. We still can rely on the frequency hopping. So finally, we already have the alternative frequency hopping spread spectrum. And that's all. So these are the possible content we want to deliver to you. And after that one, so check this. But let me make sure the same problem here on Paul everywhere. Yes or no? So get us? Not the same one. So I'm not sure. So I enforce it. So this way to enforce it. Sorry. Okay. All right, no problem. All right, check this, and later we still have one attendance checking. So finish this one first. So I just checked the answer from students in the classroom. So not finished, raise your hands. No, right? So then we move on to the next one. For students on the internet, maybe I cannot check with you. So sorry, but I expect you to come to the classroom. So let me go to the next one. And finish as well, attendance checking. And then that's all. So once finished, then you can leave. Right now, I can have the number to see how many students join the activity. Should be beyond 6. So am I right? Let me check. Right now, we have 6. We should have more. So let me check. Okay, yeah, 7. Some of you on the internet, I knew this, no problem. So keep finishing this, no problem. Once finished, and then that's all, and see you next week. So let me make sure for students in the classroom, not finished. So all finished, right? So that's it. So for students in the classroom, I think right now you can leave. Okay, see you. Bye-bye.